Hi, now let us learn desert ecosystem. Desert occupies nearly 35% of world land. The atmosphere is very dry in the desert. Now let us see the types: tropical desert, temperate desert, and then cold desert. In the tropical desert, it can be found in the Africa. The name of the desert is the Sahara Desert, and then Rajasthan Thar Desert will be there. Here they have wind-blown sand. Now let us see the temperate desert. It can be found in the South California. They have very hot summer and winter. For that we can say Majava is the example for the temperate desert. Then third one is the cold desert. They found in the China. For example, we can say the Gobi desert. They have very warm summer and cold winter. Now let us see the characteristic. Climate is very hot and air is dry. Annual rainfall is less than the 25 centimeter. The soil is very poor in nutrient and organic matter. Vegetation is poor. Now let us see the structure. Abiotic. Here the temperature, rainfall, sunlight, water and are the example for the abiotic. Here the temperature is very high and the rainfall is very low. Nutrient is very low in the soil. These are the features or functions of the abiotic components. Here now let us see the biotic components. We know the biotics are referred as the producer, consumer and decomposer. Here the producers are herbs, bushes and some grasses and few trees. Here the trees are producing food with the help of photosynthesis. They have water inside them to alive. And then the important feature is they have waxy layer on the outside to protect them from the hot. When you look at the leaves of the trees, it have the waxy layer. This waxy layer protect from the hot. And then next one, consumer. Here the squirrel, mice, foxes, rabbit, deer, reptiles as the consumer. These animals dig holes in the ground to live. They come out at the night to find food. Animals extract water from the seeds. And then last one is the decomposer. Always the decomposers are fungi and bacteria. The desert has poor vegetation. It has very low amount of nutrient. They are decomposed by fungi and bacteria. Now let us learn aquatic system. The aquatic means it deals with the water bodies. Now let us see the types. It is referred as the fresh water and salt water. What is the fresh water? That is referred as the pond, streams, river, lakes. These are the example for the freshwater life zones. And then salt water means ocean and estuaries. First we are going to see about the freshwater ecosystem. First let us see what pond ecosystem. Here in pond, always the water is the stagnant one. It receives water from rain and then it contains algae, that is aquatic plant, insect, fishes and birds. Now let us see the characteristics. Pond is a temporary one and it will be we can see only in the season. It is a stagnant freshwater body and then easily they are polluted. And now let us see the structure. First we are going to see about the abiotic. Temperature, water, light, organic and inorganic compounds are referred as the abiotic. Biotic components produce the green photosynthetic organisms. There are two types. First one is the phytoplankton. This is the microscopic aquatic plant. They are floating on the surface of the water. Example, algae. Then next one, micropipes, hydrilla. These are also referred as the producer. This will be they are floating on the surface of the water. And then second one we are going to see about the consumer. They are primary consumer. The example for the primary consumers are zoo planktons. Microscopic animals are freely float on the surface. Example, protozoa. They feed on the phytoplankton. And then second one is the secondary consumer. They are referred as the carnivores. Water beetles and small fish, they feed on the zooplankton. Tertiary consumer, example we can say the game fish, they feed on the smaller fish. And then third one is the decomposure. Here always the fungi and bacteria and flagellates are the decomposer over there. They decompose the dead plants and animals. Now let us see the lake ecosystem. There are different types of lakes are available. that is oligotrophic lake, eurotrophic lake, diastrophic lake, volcanic lakes, mero, meromictic lakes, and then artificial lakes. First one, if it is the oligotrophic, low nutrient content concentration is referred as the oligotrophic. And then eurotrophic, overnourished by nitrogen and phosphorus, is referred as the eurotrophic lakes. And then diastrophic lakes means it contains low pH, high fumic acid and brown water. And then if it is the volcanic lakes, get water from the volcanic eruption. And then if it is the meromictic lakes, it is referred as the rich in salt. If the water is rich in salt, that is referred as the meromictic lakes. Artificial lakes means they are created due to construction of dam, that is referred as the artificial lakes. Now let us see the zones: littoral zones, limnatic zone, profundal zone, and penthetic zone. These zones form the lakes. Because the littoral means top layer of the lake is referred as the littoral zone. Limnatic means next to the littoral is referred as the limnatic. Effective penetration of solar light takes place over there. There will be a photosynthesis. The third one is the profundal zone. It is this deep open water is referred as the profundal zone. It will be dark in color because there is no penetration of sunlight over there. And then benthic zone, this is bottom of the lake, is referred as the benthic zone. Now let us see the characteristic. Lake is swallow fresh water body. It is permanent water body with large water. It helps in irrigation and drink. Now let us see the structure. Abiotic, always the structure forms by the abiotic and biotic. First let us see the abiotic. Temperature, light, energy, protein, lipid, stability is referred as the abiotic over there. And then biotic means the producer consumers forms the biotic component. Producers, we know the green plants always referred as the biotic. And then free floating plant and then amphibians plants as referred as the biotic components over there. Example we can take phytoplankton, algae, flagellate. And then consumer. First we are going to see about the primary consumer. Example for that we can see zooplankton as the example for primary consumer. They feed on phytoplankton. The secondary consumer is also known as the carnivores. They feed on the zooplankton. Example we can say insects, small fishes. Then third one is the tertiary consumer. They feed on smaller fishes. Example we can game fish eats the small fishes. And the next one, decomposer. Bacteria, fungi, and cytomycetes was the example for the decomposer. They decompose these dead plants and animals. From that it getting food over there.